Hi everyone, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! From Hamilton, Ohio. I'm here to bring you a fun fold card tonight called an Accordion Fold Beary Christmas card. And it's using the Beary, it's called Beary Cute Christmas set with the polar bears, which I am going to be doing that in a few minutes. But before I get started, I do want to tell you this is October, so Stampin' Up! Is having a deal where you can join. It's the best deal they've had since I've been with them. And what it is, if you join Stampin' Up! During this month through the 31st, you can join, get $125 worth of product for $67, or you can pay the $99 like it usually is, and instead of getting $125 worth of product, you would get around 167, something like that. It's 160 something dollars in product. And not only that, you get to be enrolled for the on-stage virtual event. That'll be November 11th, and if you can't make that, it will be a replay. So you'll be able to see it. It is a great event. It's a global event, so it's demonstrators all over the world. They'll show new product and different things like that. So it's a fun thing to do, and that you can also get. I would love to be the demonstrator for you that you could join under and join my team and just help me build on that. That's one of my main goals for the rest of the year, is trying to build my team up a little bit. So this is perfect time, and that's why I want to tell you about it, just in case it's something that you have ever thought about. Another thing is they're going to have new online exclusives coming in November. I've already seen those really cute ideas, and I'm sure some of you have seen the people that's got their product. We are allowed to pre-order. Another perk about being a demonstrator, we get to pre-order before anybody else gets to order, and the month before. So some people have gotten their stuff in that and been able to show that. So that's always a good thing. I'm waiting on mine to come. I had surgery 2 weeks ago, so I'm running really behind on everything that I've done. And in fact, this video should have been done before my surgery. That never happened, so I am doing it now, and I'm going to bring it to you. So instead of just sitting here talking, I am going to go ahead and flip my camera down so that you can see the card that we're going to be doing, and we'll do that real quick. It won't take long, I promise. Here we go. Let's turn the camera and then go down, and hopefully I got to refocus my, there we go, it is in focus. Here is my host code if you would like to order during the month of October. That is my host code to use. That is also my online store where you can order at. It will also be in the description below the video that you can see, and also the link to my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP, where you can pull up all the PDFs for my cards. There will be a PDF for this card on there, and it shows you a picture, and then it tells you the product and the directions on how I did that. So I'm going to set this over here because I'm going to have to glance at it for numbers, I do believe. So anyway, this is how this card opens. It just does like this. Makes a really cute Christmas card. It says Christmas is better together, and we have our two little bears here. So here is the stamp set that we're using. It actually has a punch with it, and I didn't use it, that goes with this bear right here. Let me get that up closer to where you can see it. And also it has paper. It has the DSP, which this is the one I used. It has packages on one side and then the green print on the other, which is probably my favorite paper in here. But there are a couple sheets of paper like this one where that punch will punch out these bears, so you can use those. And but there's all kinds of paper in here. Let me see if I can get a hold of it. Goodness gracious. Let me pull it out. I'm just going to fan through it a little bit. But there's little paw prints and packages with snowflakes. There's more bears and trees and bear and different animals with the red, white, and blue. More little like stars or snowflakes, whatever. More bears, and then here's a blueprint like the green print that we're going to be using. That's on with this one. So there is a lot of different paper in there. It's really cute paper. The bears are really cute. So anyway, I've been meaning, I was meant to do this 2 weeks ago, so I am going to do it now. So let's bring in our supplies. The first thing we're going to be using, it takes a whole sheet of cardstock to make a card, basically. This is cut 5.5 by 11, and it's scored at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7 inches. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fold. Let me bring in my little folder and fold. Need to get up here. I need to bring my camera down just a little bit since I'm working so close to myself tonight. Let's bring that down some. So, and I'm just scoring that each time that I bring that back. So anyway, that is our scored card. Now, this piece right here is cut 5 1/4 by 3 3/4, and that is for our inside right here. I am going to go ahead and attach that and have it out of my way. If you don't like stamping on something that's already attached, you might want to wait and stamp it and then attach it at the end. I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Sometimes I'm a rebel like that. I just sometimes do it. So let's just put that on right there. And then what I'm going to do is I have my stuff already cut, which will go this way, then here, then here, and then here. So let's attach all of those. And I kind of lay that sideways to do that. Just the way I do things. I really think this paper's cute, and I think the bear is really cute, just the bear. But these are 5 1/4 by 1 1/2 inch pieces that we have right here. I confuse myself sometimes thinking, which side am I doing? Because one goes one way, one goes the other way. That's okay. There's that one. We'll do this one. I like these cards that have like a wow factor to them. That always makes it really nice. For my last piece here. And I think with the accordion fold with the little, I call it the backward, looks like a card opening backwards, which this is 3 by 6, scored at 3 inches. Folded in half. And that's that will go right here. And it'll go on here backwards. You know, lot like what our usual card goes. So I am going to go ahead and put that on since there's actually no stamping on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open that up. I've got it pretty well where I want it, so I'm going to just add some glue and fold that over and let that glue right there. Then I'm going to turn it over this way, and I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Hope I didn't move that. No, I didn't. So then I'm going to put it in on this side. And I just put enough to make sure that it's going to hold well. And we're going to put that down. And then when I open that, I'll make sure that there's no glue oozing out on my insides right there. And I have a piece cut 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 that I'm going to actually put on back here. Kind of hides just that green spot. So as you can see, we're using a lot of DSP and then a whole sheet. You'll have a small piece left of the cardstock that you use. I used Mossy Meadow. I want this away, I think. So we're just going to put that on right there. And then I'm going to take, this is my stamp in it right here. It's called Christmas is Better Together, which is all the stamps are in this stamp set. I'm going to be using that with the Merry Christmas, and I'll use this little snowflake. So let's do the Christmas is Better. And it does fit on this sheet of cardstock. Doesn't look like it's going to, but it does. So let's get that together. Stamp. And there is that. And while we've got this open, I'm going to go ahead and do my Merry Christmas. And I'm going to put it to where it will hide and under this. So let's ink up Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to kind of eyeball where that is, and I'm going to stamp this. So that that hides underneath that. Okay, so we have that stamped. And then the last thing we're going to go ahead and stamp before I put the front of it together is our little snowflake. And I did that in Mossy Meadow because I was keeping with the colors of my card. And I wanted something different. So I'm just going to put one of those up there. Yep. One over here. And maybe one up here. So there we have our 3 little snowflakes. We are done with the stamping. And then I am going to go ahead, I'm going to close this back up. I'm going to take my Christmas is Better Together, and it's going to go up here in this top right hand corner. That way I'll have room for my bears. I'll bring my card back down so you can see those. So let's just add that right there. That looks good to me. Because here's my card. I put that one up a little higher, and that doesn't matter. I've already stamped my bears because I wanted my black to really dry. And I'm going to bring in the light balmy blue. And I'm just going to go around the edges of my bears to kind of give them, I think the blue gives them a little cold look, if you will. So I'm just going around them. make little cold looking bears. Plus it gives them a little dimension. I try not to get it too big of a line, but if I get out of line, that's okay too. So there's the little bear. I don't know if you can see that. Let's hold it up to the camera. Can you see the blue in him? Okay. Now I'm going to do my bigger bear. I'm just following my outline of my bear. So there we go. We have our little bears done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these out real quick because we do not have a stamp or that to go with them. So let's just cut this in like that. And I'll start here. Take my paper snips. Now, you know when you're cutting, you move your paper, not your scissors when you're going around something, so you can get a clean edge. And it's always easier to cut the paper if your scissors are towards the back of the, if your paper's towards the back of your scissors. I know a lot of people don't like the fussy cut, but I like to show it because if it could be the reason why you don't like it is maybe you're doing it wrong. You know, you're making it harder on yourself. And you just need to make that a little bit easier by just turning that paper. And that is a very good trick to learn. Makes cutting paper so much easier. So there he is. Now let's cut the little guy out. So I'm going to cut away some of this extra. So I don't need so much of that around him. So we'll get rid of that and start cutting him. And you know, you don't have to be perfect in your cutting. I mean, you know, for one thing, it's handmade, and handmade is not always perfect. We're not ever perfect, but so why do we think our work's going to be perfect? We can get it close, but so I'm just cutting this out. Too bad this little bear's not sitting on his little haunches. I would only have to cut out 2 little legs, but no, he's walking. So it's making me cut around all of his legs, which is a pain. I don't want to cut his feet off. So sometimes you got to go back and reposition your scissors because you just can't see it. Let's round that where his foot was. And there we go. We got them both cut out. So now what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to put dimensionals on both of them because one's going to go right here. And then I'll put the other one on there. So let's give them some dimensionals to hold them up. Whoops. So we're just going to put a few on here. I just want him to be held up good and not... And then we'll do the same on him. He's littler, so he doesn't take as much. Just two should be good for him. Okay, so let's get... We don't know if this is Mama Bear or Papa Bear. But anyway, he is with Baby Bear. So we're going to bring that here. Actually, I'm going to do it this way so I can see a little bit. I'll bring him in just like that. Then I'm going to bring in the little bear, and I will put him right here. And then I'm going to take some small, and now I got some small ones in here. Let's see what's on here. There's a few small. I think I'll just use it off of that one. Since I'm going to have to use some of them anyway off of there, I have a hot mess of just odds and ends in there. And I'm going to take the light balmy blue that I used for them, and I'm going to color, I've got 3 on the front and 3 on the inside, so I'm going to color 6 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you can barely see that it's got blue on it, but it does. And I wanted it real light. So we have 6 of those. So now let's take your pick tool, and we would do our placing of these. So let's put one here, one here, maybe one, I'll put it over there. And then we'll open it up, and we've got 3 more we'll put in the center of our snowflakes. And there is our Beary Christmas card. It says, Christmas is better together. Whoops, I'm out of focus again. Christmas is better together. Merry Christmas. And there you go. So, very easy card. You could use it for anything. You could make these for birthday cards. You know, depending on what your DSP is that you're using. You've got all kinds of stuff you could work from to do these. I'm just kind of flattening out my lines, my score lines again, since I was opening and closing that. It fits in a envelope really well. You don't have to worry about that. All of that works. So, just wanted to do that for you. And I also want to tell you, I forgot, Wednesday, October 11th, is our last day of our free shipping day. So if you want to take advantage of that, which is now, you want to go ahead and do that. It's with a $75 order. That's in US dollars. And you will get free shipping. So it's a good savings. I think it's 11% of the $75 or $75. So you're going to save what, about $8 8 something on your order. That would be, you know, a pack of embellishments, a thing of ribbon. It could be almost a thing of Stampin' Blend, so all kinds of different stuff. Do remember you can go over to my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP, and you can get my Fun Fold PDF called Accordion Fold Beary Christmas Card. And there will be a link to that under the description here on the video. So I hope to see you there, and that way you can get you some stuff. And everyone have a great evening. Bye.